You ready, Milene?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Welcome, guys. You're now locked into another episode of TheCensoredPodcast, hosted by yours truly, Milene and Sophia.
And yours, Tiwa.
And today we have a guest with us.
A very special guest, like he likes to say. He's not just anyone. He's not just anyone.
So who do we have with us
We
today?
have...
I thought you were meant to introduce
I'm getting there, relax.
The Conqueror, the Empire.
Yeah,
We have the one and only Samson, also known as Saint K.
Yeah, Samson and Kemuka, actually.
Yes. I apologize. Samson Ikamuka, also known as Saint K.
No, kid.
Go ahead, introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Samson and Kemuka, aka Saint K, a star, worldwide Nigeria.
Everything and there. Yeah, love to see it.
Yeah.
No, but we are happy that you're here. Took the time.
As well, yeah.
Can't wait for this.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. How's your day been?
That has been good. Yeah, it's been good. I was making sure I was not late today, so.
You know what?
Do you know what?
You weren't too late. You weren't too late.
No, do you know what? He messaged me, said, "Are we doing African time?" I said, "Nah, we booked this. You best be on time."
The most GMT British time ever.
Listen,
And even
when
then-
money is involved, you have to be on time.
Are you paying me?
Don't worry about that. Soon come. You never know.
Don't worry.
Give me my fees,
TCP will pay you. Don't
Relax,
worry.
man. Slowly.
Keep calling TCP.
The Censored Podcast.
So you're on our podcast and you don't know what?
Oh, is that
You don't know what happened.
No. Forgive me for that.
Okay, it's fine.
I'm just.
Are you sure we should have the right guest?
I don't think this one's come right.
You never said. I've never heard you say.
What do you mean? TCP everywhere?
Where?
Oh, forget about it.
Wait.
I'm just joking.
But yeah, glad you've had a good day.
Yeah.
We are happy to have you
How
there.
about you guys? You guys had a good day as well.
I've had a decent day. It's been a very long week because
How
of
about
work.
Yeah, I had a good day. I was babysitting today.
Okay.
Babysitting my
You
nephew.
didn't work?
No, I was up
Oh.
today.
But yeah. So before we start, we usually start with a riddle and a fun fact.
Okay.
So she's going to give a fun fact, I'll give a riddle. And if you have any while we're doing it, you can also tag along. If not, it's all right.
Okay.
Yeah?
I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get.
It's
any
right.
work.
Milene, fun fact?
Do you have your riddle ready?
Yeah.
Please, I don't have a fun fact ready.
All right. So the riddle for this episode is, at least you can't cheat this time.
You sorry?
He's like, look, it did exactly what you do. He did this. I just put a brightness that sorry, it did exactly what you do. So, riddle for this is it's not really a riddle, it's more of a question.
Okay.
What is the least spoken language?
The least broken language.
Spoken.
English.
The least.
Oh, the least. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
It's going to be a long day.
Okay, wait. I didn't
What is
I
the
didn't
least
make that
spoken
simple.
language?
Is it a language we'll get, or is it not like one of them?
Well, I'm
go
not
to
giving you
Nigeria, it's one of the
nothing.
tribe languages
No,
that.
what is the least spoken language?
Yeah, but I'm saying, is it a language that I'm gonna know?
Listen,
doubt
everyone
it.
should know it.
Are you serious?
What is the least spoken language? Everyone should know it.
Language. Oh,
Is it actually? Because you don't speak it.
See? That's why I said everyone should know it.
You
What's
see
the
that
least
one?
spoken language?
Yep.
Yeah. Fun fact?
My fun fact is that in Singapore, not flushing the public toilet is considered a crime, and if you get caught doing that, you get an on-spot fine of $150.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Because why are you not flushing toilets?
Yeah, it's a fine. It's a crime.
It is a crime.
It is a crime.
If you do that in Nigeria.
No,
Why do they not
because-
flush toilets in Nigeria?
No, I just feel like in the public spaces. I don't
Make
think-
sure it's clean, innit?
Yeah, friend. You know, recently, like, going in toilets really, like, freaks me out. Like, just the whole, especially public toilets. Not when I'm at home or when I'm in, like, people's houses, but public toilets is like, when I go in, that the whole anxiety of just not knowing if it's going to clean. It really, I don't know where it came from, but of recent, I try not to go public toilet.
Yeah,
like, it
it's not
really
great.
freaks me out. It gives me the ick. So we have you today. If you don't know, Mr. Sampson is a newly married man.
Yeah, 2 months
Yeah.
now, yeah.
You're not gonna.
Come on.
Hey, here for it.
Congratulations!
How's it like being a married
How
man?
is it lovely?
Do that thing again. Yeah, that's the energy. Anyway, it's been fun to be honest because of the person I got married to, because my friend, and then it's just calm. He comes to the house a lot now.
Yeah.
So,
But, for people that don't know, I know what it is,
no,
but for people that don't know.
I can't, okay, for myself, I'll just speak for myself.
Speak for yourself, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice because first of all, she's my friend. And then, aside the fact that she's my friend, we both know our roles again. So,
what's this role?
I'm very sure. Anytime Tiwa comes to the house, it's like I'm always eating. And
Always.
And she's
always
Tammy will
eating.
actually bring the food and come
Yeah,
serve me.
yeah. It's really cute.
The first time she saw it, I saw her facial expression. I'm like, yeah, I'm married. I'm that guy.
This is what it looks like.
I'm that guy.
There was nothing wrong with it, but when you just seen it.
I saw her facial expression. She was like.
Because she's never seen Tammy do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like seeing her in a new role and it suits her. So it's like, I was there like, okay, so you go,
guys,
sis.
Myself and Tammy, we are guys, but at the same time, we know our roles. So it's just very, very interesting. And we are young as well, so.
You think that role is very important?
Yeah, I feel like it's actually very, very important because that's like majority of a lot of people in the world right now. They are just talking about being submissive and all that stuff, all those things. So it's really easy. The person is different. And I understand as well. Yeah, so it's been nice. It's been fun.
So how long were you friends for before the whole process started?
Myself and Tiwa went to the same uni, so.
I think you should give that story of how you used to get food from her, to be honest.
Yeah, I literally used to I've known Tim since like 2011.
2011?
2011, I was dating in 2019.
Okay.
So
you were friends for a long time.
For a long time. Back then, when I was in uni, I used to go to her house because I used to work out a lot. After using the gym, I would just go straight to her house. She used to have a lot of food stuffs and grocery, everything literally. Except for Pelumi, I don't know if you know Pelumi.
No.
Okay, we just go there. It's always food. I used to just go there literally like almost every day for like 2 years while we were in school. So just used to go there and just chill with her and just eat sometimes. We passed the night. She fought with a lot of her boyfriends at the time, even telling me as well, because they were like, how do you guys sleep in the same room with this guy? And I'm not big anymore. Like, I used to be like really buff and all that stuff, so it didn't sit right with them.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been really close. So yeah, it's just. And I'm a good guy as well. I don't look it, but I'm a good guy.
I mean, you gotta big yourself up. I mean, I'm here for it.
Not even about bigging myself up. Like, I'm a proper, stand.
You're a sweet boy.
I'm a sweet boy.
Yeah.
Like I say, yeah. So,
I hear it.
Yeah.
So, regards to friendship, because you brought it up, you know a lot of Tammy's female friends.
Oh, yeah.
Would you say you happen to have, female friends outside of Tammy's friends, if that makes sense? Because me and you are friends, but we're met through Tammy. Do you get what I'm saying? So, technically, I'm Tammy's friend, but we just became cool.
Yeah, because of the kind of person I am, I actually have a lot of female friends. They're reduced now, a whole lot you get. But yeah, because of the kind of person I am, I flow with people easily. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a look. You get I have this. A lot of people usually get the wrong impression about me at first, but when we start speaking, I don't like the place being dull. You get so. I have female friends aside of Tammy and her friends, but most of them are back home in Nigeria.
Okay. How about hair?
Just the people I went to uni with, and a lot of them are way older. This.
Yeah.
My masters, I made friends with my group members while I was doing my masters, and a lot of them are married. So I wouldn't say they're way older. I'm talking about people in their 40s or something.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but very, very young. Nah, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reason I asked is I was when we first started being friends, I'm gonna give a backstory. We were just cool, we never spoke. We met, I remember we met on Tammy's auntie's somewhere at their house.
Yeah. Auntie Kathy's birthday.
Yeah, and then we just sat, we spoke, whatever, and then we never spoke like that. I don't know how we even came to have each other in socials.
Yeah, because I was on my OBS. I was observing. Because she talks too fast, so I'm like, always talking like this.
I was thinking, what's OBS?
One day she should not just tell me, shut up, man. That kind of a thing. She tells me shut up, man, anyway. But yeah, we observe. And then I think because your mom is Timmy's mom as well.
So we became cool, whatever, and then of recent, out of nowhere, we just started sending each other memes, and it just became our thing. So I think I must have asked her. I was like, out of curiosity, if I start sending your partner memes a lot, because I don't speak to Tim, me and Timmy speak, but we're not a message person. We don't have that relationship. Me and Samson, we don't go a week without sending memes to each other. That's literally our friendship. Whereas I was just said, how would you feel if I just started talking to your partner a lot, but not as much as I talk to you? So I said, is there something wrong with that?
Are you asking me or are you asking
Whichever one of you want to answer. Just in general.
With you, I don't have a problem with that.
No, but okay, let's remove me. Let's say just any female friend, per se.
So just come and start sending my partner memes.
Yeah, and like back and forth, going back and forth. No, yeah. Because when it first started with us, I was a bit like, okay, cool, it's all well and good. But this, I don't know, one day I just said, is this right? Am I allowed to actually? I literally just said, am I allowed to actually do it?
You're not the only one I actually do that with as well. I did essay.
Yeah, but I don't know this per se. Do you know what I'm saying? So in my head, I was like, am I actually allowed to do it? So I asked her. I said, would Tammy feel offended if I?
No, it's because it's you. You get, and she knows. I remember. There was one time I was trying to I don't know, but she was like, you don't have Tiwa's number. You get, and I'm like, why don't you have Tiwa's number? You get, so it's like some of her friends, it's not everyone, some of her friends that she knows, like, okay, these ones are cool and all that. So you can't just do that to any female friends? No, I can't just do that with anyone. Not even, nah. I don't even do that with cousins or something.
Is it?
Yeah, so it's like, she has to be comfortable with you, and then, everything is energy. Yeah. You get, if I'm, because sometimes I will say, look at what Tiwa sent, or this I will send, maybe you send me and I send it to her, or and she doesn't read into it. Yeah, because I was just thinking, I don't know how I feel about it personally, but at the same time, you need to know whoever you're with as well.
Fair enough.
How they react. So if Tammy, there was one time she goes somewhere, she meets a guy and he just starts sending her memes. How would you feel about that?
If she meets, that's what I'm saying. Like, it depends.
So can there be a new friendship formed? Can she form? Not can she? I don't like to use the word can because we can all do what we want to do. Yeah, but do you think, or yourself, you would form a new female friendship now that you're now that you're married? Like, do you think it's something like you're like, no, I have enough friends, or she seems like cool people, let's...
No, the thing is, with me, because I do music.
Okay.
I do music festival, and if I can't just go out and say I want to form like a fresh female friend, it's either it has to come from her, but it has to be something that connects to music. Mm-hmm. You get, like, how I got closer with Essay, there's one song, the first song I recorded when I came into the country, I was looking for someone to do a backup for me. Tammy brought Essay, so Essay did the backup. And then now, presently, I want to record another song, and I don't want to use Essay. So I'm using someone else, but he's still from church. Okay, so she's within the circle. So it's like, now, if let's say I'm going out often and I'm meeting people in terms of music and all, because it's the music industry, I'll meet males and I'll meet females as well. So it just has to be meaningful. You get, I'm not going to go out now and then. Maybe I go out with my friend and I'm collecting some. Why am I collecting somebody else?
Yeah.
Like, where from?
Some people don't see it as a big deal. Can't lie to you.
To be honest, you have to. In as much as being married doesn't mean like you don't have a certain kind of freedom, but you have to understand that like you're like in a box now, whether you like it or not. You're in a box, you have to respect.
It's more than you.
And you have to know the person you're married to as well. So that's like the most important thing. If you know, is she going to be comfortable with this, or is he going to be comfortable with this? That's just how you have to roll. You don't have to say, because these days everyone is like, nah, you can't do this. But when you are married, there are some things you have to cut.
100%.
Out of respect, because there are some certain things I can't speak some certain way to some females or whatever. It's going to be disrespectful to her. So I have to be aware, like, how is this going to affect?
So you're very cautious about it. At the end of the day,
she's the one I'm coming back home.
She's the one that's cooking your meals every day.
Right. She's the one that's bringing it to you.
So I can't be forming Mr. Vibe outside.
I'm coming home to trouble.
I'm coming home and then I'm to trouble. No, that's where I'm laying my head. So
it's
that's
true.
Just to understand it. So if you're not ready to actually like sacrifice, like compromise.
So you wouldn't like make per se new female friends outside of your, like, if it wasn't within music?
No, I don't think so. How? Why? Maybe I'm telling you the truth. Maybe if we are in the same environment, maybe the person knows Tammy or whatever. No, like, just like my friend.
So let's say Tammy's not there. I'm just saying in general, like, you wouldn't go out your way to make like new female friends. Like, you going out your way, but if the person is just it's not even a thing where they just come to you, have a general conversation, and you swap socials. You wouldn't do that.
I don't know. I don't.
And it wasn't in music.
I don't see myself doing that, because why are we swapping socials? Like, why?
I like that.
No, but it's the truth.
No,
Why are we swapping? If you're following me, maybe we have a mutual, and then it's like, oh, this guy I met the other day, blah blah. You follow me.
Mm-hmm.
If I look at your profile and then I feel like following you back, I'm going to follow you. But that doesn't mean I'll now say intentionally. And I say, how far now? Let's swap. What will be happening? No, it's the truth now. Let's tell ourselves the truth now. It's not.
Yeah.
There's some things that it's not necessary at the end of the day, because why are you starting a friendship that's not going to last? Or
there's no meaning to it.
Because
really.
if I get back home or whatever, and then I see that she's not cool, I know the things that I know the things that will piss her off now. Do you get? Just like when I go out on my own, no matter where I am, I must come back. I must come back at night. That's the kind of person I am as well. Because I'm very, very, very homely.
But where would you be if you're not coming back that night?
No, there's some people that I know. Some of my friends that like.
We're talking married now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, like, stay at their friend's house or something.
Maybe they might go out and then, like, maybe the way the night is going, they might just. It's not like they're doing anything, but they might just.
They will make it back up.
Yeah, they will end up
What? Crash at the friend's house?
Yeah.
Why are you not making me back up? Please don't stress me out. Because I know someone.
Everybody's different. That's the thing. But me personally, I don't like it. I'm not comfortable with it. Do you get?
So
like,
regardless
when it's
what time.
getting 9, 10, I want to start going home.
I have a wife.
Let me
I'm
get
going home to
my
something.
wife.
I have a wife. We're still in the honeymoon phase. I have a wife, please.
It's not even about being in the honeymoon phase.
For
It's just
the
to
whole
understand
time.
it, because it's longevity now at the end of the day. With everything happening, you've seen somebody like good woman, you have to like you have to keep acting now like proper. You get to.
I hear it.
That's just it. And I'm not forming all these ones. Because when I was coming to this podcast, I said, everything I'm saying has to
align.
Because
This is why I was like, I need a topic beforehand. Let me think about it.
the way the world is going, I'm very social media and all that.
You do music, Samson?
Yeah, I do music.
What kind of music do you do?
I do Afrobeats, Afrofusion. I rap. I write poems. I actually started writing poems before.
You write poems?
Yeah.
What kind of?
I started
Do you have a
writing
poem in your head right now?
Nah.
Could you spit something for us?
Actually, I started from writing poems.
Okay.
And then, but I needed something more, because of the kind of person
you are,
I needed something more vibey. That was how I found myself doing music. And I've been doing music for like 13 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When did you start in Nigeria?
Yeah, I started in Nigeria like around 2010. No, actually more than 13 years actually, because I remember in 2008, 2009, I used to record full songs on my brother's phone. And then in 2010, I recorded my first ever in the studio, and then it's just been, in 2013, I got signed to one record label like that back in Nigeria, yeah.
What happened to that?
To be honest, it was just a guy that he had money, but he didn't really have an idea of
What to do
with music, but he just loved music, so yeah, that didn't work out. But at the time, it was good for me because I was in uni, so I was getting money. I was getting money, so
fair enough.
What made you start music?
Stop. It's just, to be honest, with me, it started from, when maybe I would sleep in the night and I'll just be, maybe when I don't know if it's a trance or a dream, I'll just be singing all of this. Lyrics and all
So sound like you. See, when you say you're in a whole world, in your own meat.
No,
So yeah, that was how it started. And then I started waking up like maybe 2 a.m. when I started writing. So I still do it today. Right?
So today, so like you just get words as you're sleeping. I find it so. When I see, I think music artists, especially the people that make their own music and write their own lyrics, I think that's such a talent. That's an amazing talent. To be able to make a song that just flows.
From scratch as well.
It's an amazing talent. Yeah. So I always wonder, how does that process happen? Like, how are you able to just put lyrics down and let it flow, let it rhyme, let it have a vibe? Like,
to be honest, it's spiritual. But that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Because when I started, I used to write full songs without any beats. But what I found out was my songs were sounding very similar. So I had to learn the producer make a beat for me, and then I still do it every once in a while. Yeah, like the last song I released, Outside, I literally wrote the chorus without a beat, and then producer now sent it to me and then sent it to me and I tried like just put it in. So it's just it's easy if it's your thing. It's easy to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, but I feel like it's a talent you can learn, but when
you're deaf
as well, but you're therefore like born with that. Some people are just naturally made to do that. And you probably are naturally made because I couldn't.
I can't put two and two. I can't write poems. I can't put two and two together.
Like a guy can send it. It's like sending a text.
I hate him so much. It's like if you like a guy, you can text.
To be honest, how did
he get that?
Yes, now because
how does that work out?
No, how does that work? Go on.
You know, for you females, when you really like someone, you can express yourself. For some people, they can't really express themselves. It's when they're upset. That's why they just write the whole long text.
Okay.
Like, you see this, blah, 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 blah. I did this, I did that, blah, 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 blah. And then you're looking at it like, okay. There's a song I wrote for Tammy in my EP.
I think I heard that one.
Letter to My Lover.
Yeah, Letter to My Lover.
There's a line, my emotions feel safe with you. That was actually a text. I wrote a text to her. And then my
emotions feel safe with you.
Yeah, so I started the song. I started the song from
that.
From that, yeah. Is it Letter to My Lover? I said that. No, it wasn't Letter to My Lover. Sorry.
I've heard Letter to My Lover.
Yeah, it wasn't Letter to My Lover. It is the song someone featured me in. Yeah, and then when the guy sent it to me, a text I had sent it to me. I started the song with that text, and the first line was like, "My emotions feel safe with you." Yeah, kind of a thing. So yeah. So yeah,
it's beautiful to
nice,
see.
Yeah.
Cute.
Very nice. Very nice.
So that's like, why do I feel like you guys are saying, "Oh, you're my home"?
No, because it's cute. I want someone to write a song for me.
It is cute. Would you sing to Temi?
Have you sang to Temi?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yes.
What?
You've sang to Temi.
I've
surely.
Literally listened to the song.
No, but
have you gone and done a cappella just
just serenade her?
The funny thing is every song
serenade her. I like it.
Exactly. Yes, for every song I can write. Like before I left the house, when she came back from work, she heard me listening to a beat, and she usually hears everything before I even go to the studio.
You're not answering my question.
I've sang for her before now.
Like yes, serenaded her, like.
You know I don't have all those kind of it's like saying, who do I use now? No, I don't have those kind of voices.
You don't need to. You see, my partner. Listen,
I'm not telling you to be laughing. That's the truth.
And we have no shame. We laugh in your face.
Come on, man. You don't tell me that.
You don't have to have a singing voice. It's the effort that counts.
It's the thought that counts.
It's the effort.
Like, I knew you wanted to serenade me, so I'm sitting there like, go baby, go baby.
If I do that, she's going to be laughing.
I'm not going to lie. She tells me to laugh, I will die.
She's going to laugh. We tell me, the way to tell me, it's like, we tell me it's act of service.
Okay.
Yeah. I just show her love, and then, you get all those kind of vibes now. You know how you men like all these things now.
What do you mean, are you women?
Yeah, every day.
Can you imagine? Can you relax? How we like what?
You know, when a guy takes care of you, takes care of like your stuffs, gets involved and all that stuff. So with him, it's like, I just make sure maybe when we are going on holiday, she doesn't pay for nothing.
As usual.
He gets
Those
kind of vibes.
This is why you get your food brought to you. Because me too, I bring food to you if you pay for mine.
No, but it's the truth now. But I feel like because we are in a country, why I'm saying this is because.
But do you think? So to interrupt, do you think it's different because of where you're from, the culture you're from?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say because with the country we are in, the culture is very, very different, and a lot of people I know, like where I work, there's one particular, like, I'm not going to mention his name. He loves that culture so much. Like, you pay for this, you split the bills and all that.
Oh, stuff. Okay.
And personally, I don't like it because of the kind of family I came from. I grew up, my dad was literally doing everything, and my mom was just very supportive, So it's just that energy. I like that energy, and I love to provide as well. Like, I wouldn't say, I never know use the word, I like being in control, but when it comes to like getting things done, I like being the one to do it. Do you get? I don't want the situation where, like we are having a conversation, like, okay, how much are you gonna bring or whatever. So, no, I don't like it.
But are you open to having the help from Temi? So if she's because obviously I understand that you want to be the head, and by all means, but sometimes to be the head, you always have to be able to accept the help.
No, of
from
course.
Temi. So whatever it is it like if she comes to you and she's offering to help, are you accepting it? Or you're like, no, I'm going to sort it out myself? Because I feel like with men, when they have that idea of they have to sort it out, it can lead you into a dark place because you start thinking, I have to do everything myself. But I'm not obviously, and God willing, you shall never have that problem. But I'm saying, but sometimes it gets to like that because they think they have to do it, but sometimes you don't have to do everything. If you have the right supportive wife.
What I feel is, if, like, I'm not like saying like Temi doesn't do anything.
No, of course. Probably does a lot.
Like when I don't feel comfortable when it's getting prolonged. I don't like it when it's getting prolonged. And then she knows that she actually knows, like, I get a bit uncomfortable. She knows, like, okay, this guy doesn't exactly like this thing, but what's that? She's still getting to do what she's getting to. So, but so far it's been good. Good. So
I was going to pick up on something that you said. So you see, regarding your friend that is here for this culture of the split the bill, do you think, like, with his partner that he gets with, do you think it's still worthy of still being like the head per se? Because technically, we're equals.
To be honest,
do you get where I'm coming from?
To be honest, I always say this, I always like to just speak for myself, but I feel like it's going to be a problem, especially if he is dated or he gets married to a Nigerian woman.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't work with Nigerian women.
It ain't gonna work from the first date.
The thing is, for here, people born here, it's already like a mentality thing. They already like it's normal for them.
Yeah.
So it's like when at the end of the day, when Wala enters, it's like, no, I did this, I paid for half of this, blah, blah, blah,
everything is half.
Yeah.
But with Nigerian women, first of all, you're giving them this boldness. Do you get? Because where they're coming from is different. So if you're beginning to tell them split this, split that, split, like, you're forcing it on them. I'm not saying if a woman wants to support,
there's a difference.
But when you're enforcing it, you're giving that woman
ammunition.
Like, you get what I mean? Like, then when you're talking and then...
Did I not go half of you on that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
what do? Are you even providing for?
I'm that childish. We're getting an argument, but like, I'm sure we paid for this together. So don't tell me you bought it. I know myself.
But then that's like you have to nip that in the bud from the beginning. So if you know that you're gonna be petty and bring that up later down the line, don't deal with a guy that's gonna make you go
I
half.
hear it, because this is the same way. Like, even talking to youngers, we will get into argument, but like, yeah, but this is why you're younger than me. Show your maturity. Like, I'm that. Like, so I'm very cautious around people around me. So especially if I'm like, know who you are, know what I'm like. We can get into an argument. The further you go, I'm gonna look for the things I know you don't like me saying. I'm gonna just to get under your nerve a bit. It's just like, your age is one. If we split and build up, I'm sure I paid for that as well. So you can't tell me you took me out. We took each other out.
What I want to say is, it's a situation where the guy is earning more, or whatever. You get, if the situation where they're earning equal, obviously the guy can't pay for, like, so it still depends on. There's a lot of factors involved.
Yeah, this economy is hard, though. Cost of living.
It
is hard. So it's like, hard. I'm not even going to say. I'm just saying. That's why I say I can only speak for myself.
No, 100%. Yeah. Everything. When we speak for ourselves.
Now they'll say,
no, but it's more like we're not speaking. No, we're not speaking for other people. We're just speaking genuinely. Like, our opinion is our opinion. We're not putting our opinion for you to take. Like, you take what you want to take from it, and that's just it. But listen, I can't. I'm not saying I can't split. I'm not against it. We're here for it. But
you know,
don't get into an argument.
Tiwa is a Nigerian woman. She's a Nigerian
woman. Like, God,
I'm not splitting. Don't give me anyone I have to split for.
Please. And it's fine.
Do you know what? It's not about splitting. I feel like after a while, like, naturally, after a while, like, if I'm dating someone, after a while, I am going to offer to pay, because it feels like we've been going out together. And like, even though if I know you're someone that wouldn't want me to pay, I would book something for us to go and do. So it's nothing where we get there, you're like, oh, I've already paid for it per se. But if we see, I don't flaunt, I don't do none. I'm gonna sit there like this and look you dead. I saw something said, don't flaunt, don't act like you're about to pay. Look them dead in the eye and see what happens. Why am I acting for you? I'm past that age. Like, okay, cool, we're going out. If we get there, if you tell me, oh, we're going out, I'm not even going to argue with you. Yeah. I'm going to go half, say my piece, go. Like, it is what it is. Even like, I'm very cautious about going out. When I go out with enough money for me and the person I'm going out with.
Yeah,
you just never know. Like, even with my friends, like, whatever, I just go out with enough money for me and the person. Now you're telling me I'm going to go out and you're telling me we're going to split. You think I'm not going to have my money? You're not going to shame me telling me to split. I'm going to pay, but I don't know if we're going to go on another one. Like, if I'm being realistic, I'm going to pay. But I feel like if I initiate anything, because I've initiated it, I'm not expecting you to pay. Do you get where I'm coming from? But if you've initiated something and we go to a certain point, I'm kind of expecting you to pay. But if
even if I initiate,
you're wasting me.
Deep down.
No, joking.
No, there's a truth in every joke. She said, even if I initiated, I still want you to pay.
If I initiate, I'm definitely going to pay.
Yeah,
I'm definitely going to pay. But if you said, nah, don't worry, I got it.
I'm not asking. You see all that? Oh, you sure? I'm not. Why? Why am I asking?
You see me. I will offer once. If you tell me, I will do it.
I'm offering twice.
You think after you tell me the first, it's okay. I'm gonna be like, no, baby, no.
Oh boy.
It's okay.
I'm not offering twice. After that first, don't worry, I got you. All right, thank you. On to the next. So what are we doing next time? No. Like, why are we wasting time? It's past that age. I personally wouldn't.
I'm pity for you people, sure.
Why?
People are still on the whole thing now.
Why? What thing?
You know, going on a date and all that stuff. So.
Oh yeah, we're still there.
We're still there.
That's how you pity us.
Yeah, we're still there. But don't worry.
Tough. None of us can be like you. 8-year friendship and then come.
Yeah, like you built that very well. Like it took time, but you got there in the end. Like you knew she was always going to be the one. I think you did.
I didn't know.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't have an idea. I never had that in mind because.
So what clicked for you?
Yeah, it was like after she traveled. I can't remember the year she traveled. 2017 or 2016. I think it was 2017 because we graduated in 2016, 2016 or 2015, I think. But I didn't graduate. I had an extra. Yeah. So I think while I was still in uni, the year I was supposed to, when I was still in uni, I think she traveled towards the ending of that year. And then after uni, I was just going through a lot, and then my dad to like go off social media and all that stuff. Actually, like sold up my phone and all. So, and then I wasn't like online, but I don't know how she got my number. Still, she was just really reaching out.
She was just there during your tough time.
Yeah, she was just there, So when I started picking up a game, we started like talking and all that stuff, and then we just decided to started dating, and then decided she was like, oh boy. You have to come to this country. Because when we started dating, it wasn't like a thing of, let's date and see. Like when we started dating, we already knew like, we're going to get married.
So it
wasn't like while we were friends, I was trying to rehearse that wasn't the situation. I was living my own life. She was living her own life. Mm-hmm. There was no. I think that was why the friendship really lasted. Because I was sincerely just her friend, and I didn't really care about. And we were very, very close. Like we were very, 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 very close. Myself and her and Milene, her best friend at the time, we were very, very close. So we were so close. Like at the time, the guys that were dating were not comfortable with me.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, they were not comfortable with me at all. I remember one of the guys she was dating at the time. He wanted to see me. Do you get it?
He said, "Come here, let me see."
Me. But I was just a student there. Like. I didn't even care. I didn't even have any money. Do you get? Like, I didn't even have any money at all. And this guy was driving a car. It's like he was already graduate, and then he's working and all that stuff. And the guy came, I came to collect food. The guy bought food.
So the
I just got there.
I've just been to the gym.
I'm coming. Buy food for Uber and chop. So after that, the guy was now very like cool with me and all that stuff. And then, but there was like, literally, we're just guys, man.
Yeah, because go on.
Yeah. No, go on.
I was gonna say because with that, like a lot of like guys and female friendship, they had like the stigma, like everyone says.
No, I don't blame them, to be honest. I'm not saying I don't blame them. It's just because I know, our own situation was very, very different. I don't know about what they're saying now.
Everyone says that, like, our situation is different. Our friendship is different.
It was very different. Because everyone
and next thing you know, you end up marrying the best friend that you had.
I know now. No, to be honest, wait now. Relax now. You guys are not
This is not your best friend you had. You end up marrying. So good. But childish. I apologize.
No, sorry, we can't help
I
it.
never did best friend with her.
What did you do?
I never called her my best friend.
Okay.
Ask her now.
Okay, fair enough.
But you called her your close friends, my close female friends.
She wasn't the only one I was close. I'm saying, even her friend Pelumi.
You were close.
I was close to the both of them. They were living together. Literally, we used to travel. They would be like, Alpha, there's one party in one state or somebody's graduating or whatever. I would travel with them. I would make food day.
All he cared about was food. He just wanted to be fed.
To be honest.
This is why she knows the key to
She
your
knew from
heart.
the beginning. From the start.
From the Belingin.
From the beginning that you have to feed this man.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, man. Like, that was just how...
I'm just how now.
to be honest, like, even, you know why I'm saying this? Some of my friends that are going to probably listen to this or watch the podcast, whatever, they are going to know, like, because then a lot of people knew us together in school. You get, like, she would come to the hostel and all that. We even used, like, when we were doing our project, we used her laptop. I didn't have a laptop, so we both used her laptop to do her project and all that stuff. And it wasn't like she was coming to my room or maybe my guys would leave the room, or she was coming to invite us to church. But I wasn't even following them. I didn't even care. I'm our guy. I don't go anywhere. You get it wasn't like we were having like private moments. No, it wasn't a situation where we were having like private moments or whatever. Nah, that wasn't this. It's a situation where like maybe I'll be at home with her, or she'll come to my room, and maybe my roommates will leave. That was never the situation. If she's coming to my room, everybody's in the room. How far now? Oh, well, let's go to church and just get that. That was like, so if it was different, then yeah, but it wasn't that situation. So
Speaking of church, you guys have a foundation where God is the center of your. Because I heard it like, I don't know. We were just talking. I was like, "Do you pray together?" And she was like, "Do I pray together?" You will wake me up and tell me let's pray, and then we lead prayer.
I wake up early.
Yeah, and I was like, "Is it?" Because it's not like, I wouldn't say it's not rare, but it's to a certain point. It's hard to find that kind of. You have the church people. You won't actually see people actually put in the actions, whereas you are doing the actions. How did you get to that stage of where?
I was never like that. I didn't even used to wake up to pray.
When you just said you didn't go to church when she asked you to.
Yeah. I think I started praying proper when like things were very difficult for me by the time when I was in Nigeria. I would wake up, not like I used to wake up every morning to pray, but you know, like when I can't sleep in the night, I just wake up, and when I pray, I'm very, very loud. Yeah, so I started from that, and then I already knew I was at days. I already knew like this girl is going to she's going to like a proper church girl, and I was prepared for that because I needed like direction for myself as well.
Yeah.
So made me started and all. So then I didn't used to even pay my tithes and all that stuff. So I started doing all of that. And once you start doing things like that, you start seeing changes. You know, because me, I'm a very, very difficult person to influence. I'm the one I influence people.
I'm the influencer. I don't get influenced.
I don't get influenced. I'm the influencer.
But so at the time, because when I was in secondary school back in Nigeria, I started smoking, and I taught a lot of my friends how to smoke and all that stuff. That time,
this is the guy you let your children don't go around him.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I started drawing tattoos. I was like one of the first people among my friends started doing tattoos. So I see some of them now. They started doing tattoos, and then they're smoking now. Like,
all because of you.
and you have stopped. And you have
because of you.
That's why
You started them. You helped them.
That's why in this life, don't let somebody kill you.
It's true.
Because the person kills you, and the person gives his life to Christ.
I have made you follow him, but me. God is with me.
I found God.
Amen.
You are on your own now, please. I didn't send you.
That's a life lesson, though. That's a life lesson.
I
It's
stopped
a
smoking in
life.
2016. And that was the same year I lost my dad, so
Okay.
I like just stopped, and then that was when I started like just switching. Because I'm not a dull guy now. I didn't graduate my parents. That was so annoying, man. At the day when it came, because they said following year when they came to graduation.
They followed you here when they came to graduation.
The following year when they came for the graduation, I collected somebody's gown. I just took a picture. It was so funny. I actually posted it on my Instagram at the time.
And you must even graduated.
Yeah, like I graduated with them.
Imagine this
It
word.
just got to a point like that where I just deleted the picture.
Fair enough.
No problem.
So, it's been really lovely having you.
Time don't go.
Yeah, I know. You get so into
If you come on time, you have the
Seriously.
hour.
Yeah.
So, I make us out.
yeah. You were 10 minutes late. But not
So
talking about
we
that.
round this up.
No.
You've got a story to tell. So Samson will have you.
welcome back.
We'll have
But
you up
we don't
again.
want something that's happened
before.
before.
Next time, it's not,
Leave him.
You remember what Portable said?
Leave him. Please, let me run.
If you want to see Superstar, you pay money.
So we usually do something before we finish where we ask, have you seen anything like motivational, or have you got anything godly to say for the people that like just go through things, or just something like positivity that you can say to people?
To be honest, for me, there's something, I even have it tattooed on my hand. I always say neglect negativity and then pray, grind, and wait for your turn.
Pray, grind, and wait for your turn.
I actually like that.
That's me. It's not. I
like that.
Was it neglect negativity?
Yeah, neglect negativity.
And
pray, grind, and wait for your turn.
And wait for your turn.
How about you, Milene? What have you seen?
What have I seen? Do you have one ready for me, Tiwa? Today I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Alright, so mine's quite a long one. I came across it, and when I came across it, it spoke to me on the day. So it just says, God is saying to you today, I know you're going through a difficult time in your life right now, and you're dealing with multiple circumstances and a lot of emotion pain. It seems as though before you can get through one thing another thing happen. I don't always still the storm around you. Sometimes I still the storm raging in you. Do not faint. I am strengthening you in areas that you cannot see right now. You and I will get through this together like we always do. Everything will be all right.
Bam.
And that's why I came across.
That lisp was lisping.
It was. My teeth is still...
Have you heard her lisp? Yeah.
It is. I'm still in the dentist process. Like, I'm still speaking. Like, my kids have been mocking me for the past 3 weeks. But we move.
My one it's from a book I read. I think I sent this to you.
Yeah.
It was a book called Sisters of the Yams, and it's about like black women and the mental health they go through like capitalism and misogyny and racism and all that, and it's just a quote that was in the book that she said, and it said, we have to forgive with our whole hearts. If we forgive in words but continue to harbor secret resentment, nothing really changes. When forgiveness happens, when there is compassion, the groundwork for reconciliation is possible. For me, that is the ultimate joy, that we learn that there are no broken bonds that cannot be mended, no pain that cannot be assuaged. So it's easy to always say, forgive and forget. Yeah. The words are simple, but it's hard to do. It's hard. But I always say the only person who loses by not forgetting is yourself.
Yeah.
Harboring resentment in your heart only makes it heavier.
It can make you sick as well.
It does. It really does. You don't understand how much mentally, when you keep so much negativity in you,
it can make you
it
sick,
makes
like,
you. It does.
Yeah. Can even have cancer from it.
No, it does. It does. If you read into it, it does. So forgive and forget.
Anyway,
I said that to you. I said that to you. I just said it to Tiwa, because she needs to hear it. But it's in due time, and it's due time. And it's all by God's will.
Progression.
With
that being said, before we go, where can people find you? Promote
your
music.
Promote yourself.
You got music coming
You've got 2 minutes.
You've got a minute. Quick.
You can. I'm literally everywhere. Just Sense K. My Instagram is st_kamikaze KAMIKAZE. And then I'm dropping a new single very soon. It's called Okbe.
Okbe. What does it mean?
Okbe is like how do I say it now?
Giving thanks.
Okbe
is like thankful. Yeah.
Yeah, is it thankful? Like the context I used it.
It's thankful.
The context I used is like Okbe was like.
It's different way depending on how you say it. It's thankful.
Exactly.
I'm grateful. Things along them line.
You're like, thank goodness, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, that kind of a thing.
Being thankful.
Because of the context, that's why I explained it like that.
Yeah. And you're on Spotify.
I'm everywhere.
Everywhere. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, wherever you want to find him on it. But
don't worry, we'll give you some free promo. You see, quick free promo. But so Samson, thank you for coming. It's been lovely.
Appreciate it.
Short and sweet, but you've given us some gems.
Yeah.
And we only ask God to praise your matrimony, to praise your music, and to bless you in further endeavors.
Amen.
Prosper in all kinds of ways. It's been your host with the most, Milene Sophia,
and yours, Tiwa,
and our lovely guest.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love and guidance.
We are.